Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand some complex declarations in C. And this video is very important to understand. So we will discuss, and these videos, the concepts that we are going to discuss in this class will be little bit confusing and so how can we say that is a little bit confusing. So try to focus as much as possible until you get and watch this video as many times as possible until you get the clarity. And we are going to discuss this concept very slowly, so please try to be try to focus more on these concepts, and these concepts are very important to understand. And these are some of the declarations. So what we will do is, if you have watched all our previous videos on C programming, try to understand what this each and every declaration is stating. So try to think of your own, write it on a paper, and after writing it on the paper, just come back and watch this video. So pause this video for a while and do that, and come back and watch this video again and verify that whether you have done it in the right way or not. If you have done all these values in the right way, we can strongly say that you are going good with the C programming language. So the first declaration, so what this first declaration states is, with this kind of understanding, we were able to understand how the compiler will think. Okay, so the compiler and the importance of precedence chart. It is highly important, and the importance of that precedence chart you will try to understand in this video. So this is the first declaration states that, so among these two both of them are having same precedence, the first row of the precedence table, and these two is having the same precedence. So the associativity is from left to right. The associativity is from left to right. So what this declaration states? What this declaration states is, X is a pointer. X is a pointer pointing to an array. So first left to right means this one. X is a pointer pointing to an array of integers, pointing to an array of 25 elements, and those 25 elements are of type integers. So what it states is, X is a pointer pointing to an array. This array is of 25 elements, and all these elements are integers. For example, if you take these as these numbers, so this is what the declaration states, that this X always points to an array. This X is the address of an array which is having 25 elements, and all those 25 elements are integers. So this is what this declaration, the meaning of this declaration. And second one, so what the second one states is, here again precedence table, which one is having highest precedence? This one is having highest precedence, and after that this one is having highest precedence, and this is variable, this is not declaration, right? So X is an array. So what it states is, X is an array, and this array is of 25 elements, is having a capacity of 25 elements. Okay, and all these 25 elements are pointers. All these 25 elements are pointers, to which they are pointing to. All these 25 elements are addresses which points to integers. See here, which points, all these 25 elements are pointers which points to integers. So all these addresses are, for example, if you have A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. So this for example, if this address is 100, so this is what they are stating. So this 100, this is pointing to this A. If it is having 200, B is having 200, means this is pointing to B. So X is an array of 25 elements, and all those 25 elements are addresses which points to integers. Okay, so this one, so the complexity increases as we go down, so we'll go a little bit slower here. So see here, again the precedence table. So these are the highest precedence values. Both of them are having same precedence, and the associativity is from left to right. Left to right means first this parenthesis and next this parenthesis. So f is a pointer. So within this parenthesis it is stating that function fun. Fun is a pointer. Fun is a pointer. Generally the questions are asked in this way. Generally what we will think is seeing fun. So we got habituated to these words. Fun is used for function, arr is used for array. So generally what we will think is fun is a function with an with a parameter integer, and this pointer which is returning a pointer. So in that way we will think, but what it really states is, the declaration means is fun is a pointer which points to a function, okay, which points to a function with int as a parameter, and this function returns integer. Fun is an pointer, so it points to a function which returns int. Okay, so this is what this declaration is. Fun is a pointer which points to a function which has integer as a parameter, and it returns integer. So this is what this declaration is. Okay, coming back to this example. So within this, here all of them are having same precedence, and this is the innermost parenthesis, and within that we are having this one is having highest precedence because this one f is a function. So within this innermost parenthesis, here we are having two more operators, parenthesis and star, and this parenthesis states that f is a function. So f is a function which returns pointer, which returns pointer. So it returns pointer. So what that pointer is? Points to an array. So what this pointer is, the return pointer is going to be an address which is the address of an array, the address of an array, okay, address of an array which consists of pointers here again. So the outermost part is this one is having highest precedence, which means that this pointer is a pointer to an array which consists of pointers, and where those pointers are pointing to. So it is having pointers. These array elements are pointers, and these elements are pointing to an array. So outermost out of these pointers are pointing to an array of characters. So all these pointers are pointing to the array of characters. So this array is a character array. Okay, this pointer will also point to an array of characters. This pointer will also point to an array of characters. So this is what this declaration is. Once again, let's try to understand this again. So within this parenthesis, this one is having highest precedence. This parenthesis is having highest precedence. So f is a function which returns a pointer, and this pointer is an array, points to an array of pointers, and each pointer points to an array which is of whose elements are characters. That is the meaning of that declaration. And coming back to this last one, so f is an array. So this is the innermost possible parenthesis of precedence, having highest precedence, innermost parenthesis. So it states that, so within these operators we have two operators, square brackets and star, and among these two, square bracket is having highest precedence. So what it states is f is a pointer, f is an array So F is an array of pointers, so all these are pointers, okay, all the elements are pointers, which points to the functions. So it is going to point to a function. So each pointer is going point to a function, which returns an array. So in return it is going to return an array. So it is going to return an array of pointers, and this array address is going to be an array of pointers, array of 3 elements. So array of 3 elements, and each element is going to be this one, pointer, okay, function which returns a pointer. So this function is going to return a pointer. This pointer, because this is these two are in the outermost parenthesis. So F is an array of pointers which points to the function which returns an pointer to an array. So this pointer is a pointer to an array, of 3 elements, and each element pointer to an array of 3 elements which are characters, which are ABC, which are characters. Okay, so this is how the declarations are to be understood, and complex programs we are going to get in placements and GATE exams. If you are able to visualize the concepts in this way, so it makes the questions, we can solve the questions very easily, and it makes your ability to think in an efficient way. So watch this video as many times as possible until you get the clarity. So you will get this clarity if you have watched all our previous videos. So in C we have covered nearly 130 to 140, 120 to 130 videos, and in all those videos we have clearly explained the visualization. So how the things can be visualized. So based upon that visualization, this part of this video is very simple to answer. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol, and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.